Hello my friends, today I want to show you some new piece of equipment to cook that I got. A part of it is homemade, and I will show you in a few moments. Also today I will cook a new recipe that it's not difficult to cook, but requires many ingredients and much time. I'm happy that the recipe will need much time to cook, because it's the perfect weather and the perfect day to stay next to the fire. The first thing I want to show you is this awful grill that I've made in my box. It's made in thick iron, so I will leave it here regardless to the rain and all the rest. I like to leave something in this camp, even if I don't like. I have to tell you guys that I don't like the feeling of being at home when I stay outside. I like a bit of wilderness while I stay in the open. So it's for me, the camp is not a place where I have everything I need. It's a place where I have to adapt to the situation, and eventually if there is too much wind or the conditions are not the perfect, I can move somewhere else. So usually I don't take much things in the camp, but this piece of gear can be really useful. Also when I want to come here without taking anything but my stick, I can do that. The other thing I want to show you is this billy can made from zebra. Is a good piece of kit that I will use a lot in the next future. And today you will see me cooking in it. So it's useless that I show you the pot itself right now. I can only say that this pot is 14 millimeters in diameter, and can contain all the stuff that I need to cook, and also all the food that I need to eat today. Now it's also starting to snow a bit, but nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, this log is not perfectly, but not a problem. As you can see. Now let's make some sticks to start the fire. Today I forgot the chocolate, so I will have to use only my fire steel. And this stuff is really wet, but we'll see. Eventually I will use a feather stick. But I usually prefer this. Okay. Okay. To cook with this method, I don't have to make a big fire. This has to be improved, of course, but by now this is what I got. Okay. Now is the time for my zebra pot. I make this with a pair of jeans, a piece of blue jeans. So this is the pot. Inside it I have everything I need, as I said, which I will put on the side here. By now, this plate, I don't need it, and also this. carrots and the onions. I will use my Victorinox for this, which works perfectly. In the meanwhile, I put some water to boil, and now I will put the carrots and the onions with some oil. Switch these two. We'll make a bag for the trash. Okay. Now we can put the onions and the carrots inside here. Now we cut the meat in some pieces. Always paying attention that we don't burn anything around here. And then we will put the meat inside to roast a bit. The size of this will depend on your taste. Anyway, the recipe, it's called it's an Hungarian recipe. It's called Gulash. Maybe someone of you already know it, and maybe many of you can cook it better than me. To tell you the truth, it's the first time that I cook it on the outside, but I don't think it will be a big deal after all. Now we can put the meat inside. The meat, now we will roast the meat just a bit to take a good color. And after that we will put the tomato sausage with other few ingredients. As I said, unfortunately the ground is really wet, so all the smoke you can see is the wood that is full of moist. The meat has taken a good color. Already. So it's time for this. Okay. And also for the tomato concentrated. After 50 minutes we can put the potatoes that I will cut next inside, and also the paprika. As I said, you don't want to have a big fire because the meat has to cook in a long time, so you don't have to have a fire too big or it will burn. Now that I have put all the ingredients inside, I just have to wait at least 50 minutes. Then I will put the potatoes and then another half an hour. I can tell you guys that this pot here and also this grill that I've made, it could not be really good to see at the site, but it's working really well. It's much easier to cook this way instead of having a pot hanging on a rope or on a stick. This is much easier. It's almost like a home. In the meantime that my recipe is cooking, I will go and get some water at my source. Guys, you can't imagine the smell that is around this place. This stuff smells really good, and it's almost ready. This plate comes with the pot here, not the handle of the plate, and it's really useful for many purposes. I guess we are ready, guys. Delicious. Just a few more minutes for the potatoes, then it's perfect. Another good part of having this grill homemade is that I can take my pot here away from the fire for a moment, mix it, and then put it on again. You see, guys, this is the goulash. Delicious. Really, really good. You know, this plate is an Hungarian plate, as I said, and it's really tasty because of the paprika, I guess. But we have a similar plate here in Italy, which is not so tasty. It's almost the same, but I prefer this. Given that I'm not a chef and my English is really not so good, I will put the recipe for those of you who could be interested in the comments, in the description of the video. So you could try it at home, or eventually as I did in the open. In the end, guys, I have to say that this new stuff that I tried today, the pot and this grill, works just fine. It's a real pleasure to cook with this stuff. I usually take with me a smaller pot instead of this zebra pot, but because of the space occupied in the backpack, and also because of the weight. But cooking with this is really a pleasure. It's much easier. It's much easier, and you have more options. Also for those of you which takes something from home, you can take eventually the 12 centimeters, the smaller one of this series of zebra pot, and you can put inside this plate something cooked at home, which is cold, like pasta, like some vegetables and other stuff, and you can put water inside that, and on the fire or on the gas, on the stove, you can warm up the stuff cooked at home. Cheers, my friends. It's been a good day.